Welcome to Buck Around, a podcast all about bull riding following the events of the PBR this season. Thanks so much for spending some time with me. My name's Nate. I'm a wannabe bull rider, big bull riding fan. I got on a couple bulls for the first time this summer at my prime peak athleticism of 29 years old and 50 pounds overweight, and it didn't go so hot. Fell off a couple times, took a couple more runs without the cameras, got stepped on. This is me after that.
I can't see.
So not great. So I think I'm going to stay on this side of the buck and shoots, but I'd love to watch this season with y'all and comment on it. So today I'm going to give a little recap of the team's season and then look forward to the first Unleash the Beast event of the year, which starts tonight in Manchester. All right, first up, the team's season was way more entertaining than I thought it was going to be. Shout out to the league for putting that format together. And shout out to the Carolina Cowboys. I'm a South Carolina guy, and they looked down and out for most of the year, but they went on an unreal run in Vegas, so hats off to them. The other person that ended the team season on an absolute heater was John Crimber. He got healthy after last year's individual season, and I mean, just went on an absolute tear. I think I saw somewhere 13, 14 rides in a row to end the year. So super impressive from him. He is my pick for this year's world champion. Last year he finished, 400 or 500 points off Jose Vitor Leme, but he was hurt a lot. I think last year alone, he broke his back and he broke his collarbone a couple of times. I broke my collarbone twice, and I've got a steel plate in there now. And I have no clue how he thought about getting on a bull with that going on. So, again, these guys are way tougher than me. These guys are real cowboys. But John's going to be my pick for the 2026 champion of the PBR. He was on an absolute hot streak. When he's healthy, I think he's the funnest guy to watch. And to be honest, I just don't see anyone riding more bulls than him. If he stays healthy, that's going to be the big if for him. And on the topic of health, we've got some news from our reigning champion, JVL, Jose Vitor Leme, sitting out for the first few events of the year to make sure when he comes back, he is 100%. I think this is smart. We saw it with John last year where I think he came back a little too early a couple of times, and that definitely hurt him. So I think it's super smart by Leme to sit out a couple of events, come back when he's 100%. I think it's going to be a lot more important for him to be healthy at the end of the year than to get a couple rides in the beginning. So I think that's a good call on him. Shows a lot of maturity on his end. The PBR put out a list of their bulls to watch, and I got some issues with it, to be honest. They put Manhater at the top of the list, who's obviously a legend, but I got to be honest, I think he's lost a step. I think he's been getting pretty good bull scores based on his name, not necessarily based on what he's been doing. I think this is gonna be a year where we see a lot of rides on Manhater, and of course they're all gonna be 93-point rides and above. But I don't know if he's the scariest bull in the pen right now. I think Magent Potion, I think Cool Whip really kind of opened my eyes last year. I think they're going to be scary ones if you are getting on them. But we'll see. I've been wrong before. I thought the bull that I got on looked friendly and nice. So what do I know? I'm super looking forward to the return of the individual season here. And every week there's an event. I'll be here podcasting, giving you my thoughts on it. I'd love to answer some fan questions. So please follow, subscribe, listen, and share the pod everywhere that you can. Send in questions and thoughts and hot takes that you want me to talk about. That's what I'm going to be doing on the Buck Around podcast for this entire PBR season. I hope you all enjoy.